ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters. My name is Bahzad Ali and I want to take you back to 1996. So why is this year so important? Not because this was the first time an AI defeated a human being in the game of chess. Not because George R.R. Martin released the first novel of the series Game of Thrones. And especially not because Osama bin Laden declared war on the United States. This year is important because this was the year I was born. Ladies and gentlemen, as a child, I could have been anyone. I could have been the next king of England. I could have been the descendant of Hitler. I could be a child of a pop star, an athlete, anyone. And especially the miseries, I could have been a child to Donald Trump. But when I gained consciousness, I saw I had parents who were struggling to make the ends meet, and I had a beautiful childhood because of my brother and my sisters. I started studying in St. Jude's High School, and not praising myself, but from the early age, I showed signs of intelligence. My teachers considered me as a genius. I was good in sports, I was good in education, I was good in extracurricular, I was the star child of my teachers. They loved me, my friends hated me. Just kidding. So, ladies and gentlemen, but there is always this incident, there's always that story that you have to break yourself free from. If you have asked me to break the ice 10 years ago, I would have been confused because my life was perfect. But there is always that incident, ladies and gentlemen. I remember I was in grade 7, I was in my class. My teacher came to me and told me to come with him to Aga Khan High School. And there was this competition, and the other guy was not there, so I have to cover up for him. I have never spoken before in front of an audience. I was barely 12 or 13 years old, and I couldn't say no to my teachers. So I decided, okay, I will go with her. And the next thing you know, I was standing on stage, mic in front of me, and I was given a topic I knew nothing about. And so there was this awkward silence, and I knew I had to break that silence. So I came close to the mic, I grabbed the microphone, I looked at my teacher and I was like, I don't know what to say. So the teacher was shocked, the judges laughed, everyone in the hall laughed, and that awkwardness turned into a misery for me. If I would have known that this would have turned into such a mess for me, I would have let this awkwardness continue. But ladies and gentlemen, continuing on, I remember by grade 9, because of this incident, I was so messed up on the later part of my life that I developed a habit of stammering. I still do have this habit with me, and whenever I think and I'm going to stammer at a point, I stop, I take a break, and then I continue. Moving on, I graduated high school, I graduated college, I got into a university. This incident was way behind me back. Now, ladies and gentlemen, life works in mysterious ways. And I remember I was in second year on my university, and there was this competition. I usually participate in a lot of competitions, technical competitions, in a group. I couldn't speak alone on stage. I have such stage fright. But ladies and gentlemen, there was this competition my friend told me about, that this was a group competition, and it was the very next day. I said, okay, we'll go. But at the same night, he told me that competition is an individual-based competition. So I have to get back up on stage and speak individually about my topic. I was confused again. So because I decided at that moment, I can let my life be as it is, or I can continue to change it. So ladies and gentlemen, I thought about it, and I thought what can go wrong this time. I was prepared. The very next day, I remember sitting on the chair waiting for my turn. It was a very mixed emotions moment. I was scared, I was delighted as well, I was unhappy as well, and I was angry at my friends for doing this to me. Because I was the technical guy, they told me you can present it brilliantly in front of stage. I remember, I got on stage, I spoke. I was stammering a lot, I remember, but in the end, I did it. And after doing it, when I got out of the stage, I got back to the stage, I remember I was delighted. I was confused, but I was delighted. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to conclude from this whole story is that it was Teachers' Day last week. And people don't tend to realize that how important this profession is. Teacher can either make someone or they can break someone. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to add that don't let any incident get to your head. You can move on from it. You can solve your problems on your own. You don't have to you don't have the need to put your problems to another individual. You don't have to wait for a superhero to come and save your problems, because you can be your own superhero. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Congratulations, Toastmaster Bahzad, for breaking the ice. Our next speaker for today is Toastmaster Faisal Qasim, who will be delivering Project 9 from his CC manual. And I'll invite his evaluator, Toastmaster.